back to my channel. In today's video, we are gonna learn how to animate our sprites and create smooth animations. So first of all, we're gonna delete the scratch cap. We're gonna go into costumes, and then we're gonna choose a costume, not paint. So another cool thing about Scratch is if some costumes have an animation like this, like there's multiple costumes, and you hover a mouse over it, it shows the animation. Like the cat, it goes duh, duh. Today we're going to use a cat flying, but you can use a lot of other ones. So now that we have a flying cat, as you can see there's two costumes. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. The first thing we're going to do is obviously get a when green flag clicked. Then we're going to get a forever loop, and we're going to get a switch costume. Next costume. What this does is, so let's read it out loud. When green flag clicked, forever loop. When green flag clicked, we're going to add a comment. Comments are really important to keep your work organized. Starts game. We're going to do this so it's small, and we're going to add the forever. We're going to name it loops animation. Does it say the full thing? That's okay. We basically know it. So that's why also we're gonna move it to the other side. Don't worry about that. And then our next costume, this is the animation itself. So now if I do this, what's going on? It starts the game, then it forever. It just goes shift, change costume. Like even this can't keep up with this. So that's why we're going to add a wait to make the animation smoother. And we're going to move it under. Now it goes, no, wait 1 second, down, 1, down, 1, down, 1, down. But isn't 1 a little slow? Because we're trying to make an animation, so I want a 0.25. Now click green flag. Okay, that's better. But how about instead of using the next, how about we rotate this costume by selecting it and then using this? That just looks flunk. That just looks bad. So we're just gonna flip it vertically, and then we're gonna curve it. Now how does it look? Okay, now we have left and right. What if we flip it horizontally? Okay, so instead of using costumes, we're going to use, now that you got the costume, can you make your own cool animation? But it's not what we're going to do right now. What we are going to do right now is use the change degrees. Some of the point and degree. Some of the most important things of animating is the next costume, point in direction, and the go-to, and the glide tos. Because there's a difference between a go-to and a glide to. Watch. So if the cat is here and I click go to, it teleports. But if I do glide to, it actually glides. It looks like it's flying. So that's why using some simple blocks, we're going to make this glide to so the cat is flying. We're going to go into the motion category. As you can see, there's two variables here, X position and Y position. The only way to change these is by moving the cat. We're not going to do that. So we're going to move it to X position. What this does is so it glides 1 second to where the X position is, which is -174. But we don't want the Y position. If we do that, as you can see, it doesn't do anything. So it's going into itself. We're going to get a plus operator, put this in the first mold, and then this, and then set this to 50. Let's set it to 100. Sure, why not? We put in the Y. Now, if we run it, it glides 1 second to Y 100. As you can see, why do you want the glide 100? Y 100? Well, now we know it goes up. What if we try it with going left and right? The way X position works, if right is positive, left is negative. See, if right is positive, left is negative. So we're going to put that in the X position now. going forward. Now if we make this 300, that might be a lot, but we'll try. We're going to move it to here, get a go to. You should, right here, in between the start game and your probably your forever loop, you should always place your starting blocks, such as set variables to 0 or go tos. Now it teleports there. When you click this, and then we're going to get another. We're going to go there to get the coordinates back. As you can see here, this automatically updates every single time you move it. See? Now it's different. Changes all of these. Well, this, and this. So we're going to put the go-to back there. Then we're going to, and then now if we click the green flag, it's forever flying. Let's make 300 a little more so until it's the wall. Now if we try it, but now it's not starting at the wall, so we're going to make negative 163. So let's remember, is left forward or is left positive or is left negative? If you remember and listen, you say that left is negative. So, we're going to make it 200, and we're going to make this 200. Now let's try it. Now it's forever looping around the world. So this is the first step of animating, actually making a move. Then we're going to make the costumes. What do you think is going to happen if we add a next costume? Oh yeah, oops, we don't have another costume. So instead of using the next costume, we're going to use the point in direction. Now look at this. After it goes back, it points in direction 90. Nothing happening because it's already at 90. So what if we change this using this handy wheel to 45? And then another trick to make animation is by halving values. We do not want the forever loop. If I half this value, so 1 divided by 2 would be 0.5. If you can't do the math in your head, the blocks are here. By the way, this is multiplication, this is division. They're just using proper symbols so they're easier to type. Because a lot of people don't have a division symbol on their keyboard. So to half this, so 1 divided by 2 would be 0.5. 400 divided by 2 would be 200. And we're going to place this on both. What we just did is just turn one block into 2. It's a pretty cool feature. Really, not like a feature, more like a trick. And then we're also going to get a point in degrees 90. So now, if we do it, go to the middle and it changes. But now instead of doing, now this is one way to do it, but there is another as well. If we go here and duplicate this and remove this, we have a second formula. Then we get a point in 45, and then we get a point in 90. That's where we're going to duplicate to put it there. We're going to get a point in 90. We're going to get a wait. What's a good time to wait? 0.25 seconds is good, so we're just going to use the one over here. It is okay to have loose blocks for easy things, just you need to relate to what you're making. And also after the end, do clean up blocks, then it cleans them up. Yours might be like this, mine's a bit different, then you can just drag them all off. Okay, so now it goes 90 and then waits 2.5 seconds. Then we want to go 45, we're going to make this 2.5. So points at 45. Now let's try. Oh, I see a problem. So points in direction 90, waits 2.5 seconds, then just goes 45 and it instantly goes back to 90. We need to add another 0.25. Now it's only going up and middle. What about down? So what if we add another one by duplicating this and replacing 45? This is middle, so we want to go down to 135. Now 135 is way too low. How about we make it 120? Oh, another, and Now the logic is not making sense. It goes regular, then down, then up, then down. So we're going to move this on top. So it goes up, down, middle, up, down, middle, up, down, middle, up, down, middle. Let's make the middle 0.5 seconds to make it longer. Okay. Of course, I can always make the animation better, but we're just making a simple animation. Now we got a looping scratch cap. So this is one part of animating, making stuff like this that moves. Another part is actually making the animations. We're going to remove everything but the fur. When making animations, you probably never going to need it forever. The most repeat is you're going to need is a repeat, or repeat until I click something. So animating, we're going to remove this sprite and create a brand new sprite and choose the scratch cap. We're going to use a default. So with animating, because this has a handy walk costume, we'll use that to our advantage. First, we need the red green flag. Now we need the starting position. I want our cat to start here. So we're going to get a go to, and it should automatically set. But I also want my cat to be a bit smaller, so we're going to get a set size to 50. These are starting blocks. I'm going to add thing, end of starting blocks. Now we're going to add a comment to here. Start of starting. These blocks are like the setup blocks, starting or setup. These make everything work properly. Now if we click the green flag, cat's tiny. That's way too small, so I'm going to set it to 75. Now, that is perfect. Now we need an idea for the animation. What do I want to animate in Scratch today? I'm gonna choose a scratch cat walking into a portal. If you guys seen my funny animation video, you'll see that I already made that before, so I'm gonna remake it. I'm gonna click choose a backdrop. I want to see which backdrop is the best. Where would a portal be in a regular outside place? How about the tree? As you can see, these are pre-made, realistic images that you're allowed to use in your Scratch games. If you zoom in, it does get buggy. Don't worry about that. Now, I need to create my portal, to do that, I'm going to duplicate the sprite because I'm going to make it. It starts off like this, but then magically a portal is going to appear. Now, to do, I'm going to do convert to vector. I'm going to get a square. And I'm going to make it Minecraft style. Even though obsidian is purple, this is not the right shade of purple. That's good. Now to make sure everything exact, I'm going to command CV, which basically duplicates it. If you're mobile, you can just use the copy and paste. And I'm going to use the rotating. That's not perfect rotation. When you're rotating, it kind of snaps. And if you hold shift, well, it's a proper. I'm just going to delete that and try again. Like if you hold shift while rotating, it makes a perfect rotation like that. I'm just going to expand this, and I'm going to, I'm going to get this, do command CV. It's not the best portal ever, but it'll have to work. Then I need to add the actual portal, which is a lot lighter. Choose the color. I need to choose the color because that does not look right. Make sure you're careful because one mistake could make it like 20 minutes of fixing. See it? It gets really pixelated when you zoom in because it's a realistic image and they're not really meant for Scratch. Okay, now I need the portal itself, so I'm going to create a square. and I'm going to make it purple. Go to the back layer. Boom. Oh yeah, I forgot. I made it go to the back layer. I should have done go back one layer. See, it's there. I'm going to go forward. Now it's still there. So I got two costumes. One with the portal and one without the portal. So now I'm going to start coding. I'm not going to use the stage for anything yet. I'll use it later. So now we have that. This is where actual animation starts. So first I wanted to say something. As you can see here, these are the say and think box. Think, you think something. Brings in like the bubbles. Say, it say something. And there's the think it for 2 seconds to say. If I click one of this, it says 1, say, 1, 2, disappears. So I'm going to do say hello. And I'm going to replace this with what a lovely day. What a lovely day outside. What a lovely day outside. I'm going to print wait, is that a portal? And in between these, I'm going to add a wait. So, like, it has time to process. The person has time to read it, like 2. And we're going to do switch backdrop, not costume, to tree 2. Tree 2 is our portal. We're also going to need to put something in the setup, and that's switch backdrop to tree 1. What a lovely day outside. Wait, is that a portal? And I want my scratch cat to walk there, so I'm going to go find a position there. Okay, I'm going to get a glide. 1 second, and I'm going to turn it to like 4. Now, what a lovely day outside. Wait, is that a portal? Walkie, walkie, walk. And I'm going to use the think, because while it's sitting outside, should I go in it because there's no one there? Should I go in it? I made a typo. Typos are okay as long as you fix them before you publish it. What a lovely day outside. Wait, is that a portal? This is very similar to my funny animation video. Should I go in it? I'm going to make it say, whatever. Whatever. I'll make the save. If you look at the code, you're seeing that start to get big. Don't worry about the previous code. Just finalize it, and then, oh wait, I see a problem right there. This is not touching the floor, which I'll fix after I watch this animation. Should I go in it? Or whatever. And then I just stopped. So first of all, I'm going to fix this because it's not touching the floor. I'm going to use arrow keys because they're way easier than moving it with your mouse. Perfect. And then I want to add a brand new backdrop. This is gonna be the portal. Raise works perfect. Raise would work perfectly. And I want to broadcast. The reason I'm using broadcast and not just getting it, the reason I'm doing broadcast and not just containing the code is for it to be so much more organized. When I receive message 1, broadcast, enter portal, and we're going to get a we're going to set these values to 0, 0, which is exactly the middle. And we're also going to say, please help me. I'm spinning so fast. And I'm also gonna copy this because I accidentally did 4 2 seconds using Command C because I don't want to do that. Instead, want to make it a say because it actually doesn't enter any of the code below it until it waits 2 seconds to say it. And I'm just gonna add some of this and then say make sure to turn on capital. I'm gonna do Command C and I'm just gonna make a lot. Now when I do this, help me, I'm spinning so fast. It's actually kind of perfect. Now I need to add the spinning. To do that, I'm going to use a trick I told you guys earlier using the point in direction. But instead of that, I'm going to use a turn 15 degrees. Now, how does it work? What a lovely day outside. Wait, is that a portal? Walkity walk, walk. Should I go in it? Help me, I'm spinning so fast. Here I see a bug. I wonder if you can see it too. It didn't swap to the portal thing. And repeat 10 is way too short. Maybe 500? The reason it didn't swap because I didn't tell the code to swap. The game itself, or animation, won't do something until you tell it to do. Switch back to operations. Now let's test this one more time. Another problem, it doesn't automatically go to 0. Again, it's because I didn't put it. I'll put down the starting code after this. Should I go in it? Please help me, I'm spinning so fast! Yeah, it should end after 500. 500 is a lot. How about 100? 100 is perfect. We're going to get point in direction 90, which is the regular looking forward now. Then that's all we're actually going to do. The animation ends when there's a portal because we don't want this video to be an hour long. So, always make sure to click save now. Now, once you made your animation, you can click share and you can give it a name. I'm gonna name it animation. It's the best name ever for an animation. I hope I spelled that wrong. And right. I'm gonna click share. Now it brings you here. So this is how to use your project. Now how people use your project. Or like what keys to press to do anything. Just sit back and to make game text look better, make a capital on every single first letter of a word. It makes game text look so much better. Just sit back and relax. How did I make this project? Did you use ideas or scripts from other people? Thank them here. This means that means that you use someone else's code. Did they help you with it? Did you use their idea? Not like necessarily steal, like use it. You got inspired by it. How did you make this project? And then you can always add the studio and copy link. This was the unshared. This should get fixed later. And then anyone can talk comments. You can always just disable comments, but I don't really. It's just a cool feature. And if anyone wants, they can heart, star, or remix. They can do that, or they can remix it. I can't remix it because it's my own project, but people can. And there's something cool if you type remix _tree. Oh no, never mind. Looks like they removed it, but you used to be able to type remix tree, and then it will bring a cool remix tree where it shows all the remixes. It's either, yeah, I think they remove it, but right here in the middle is your actual game. If you leave these empty, nobody's going to see anything, so you don't have to. And I can watch it. What a lovely day outside. Wait, is that a portal? Should I go in it? Ah, please help me, I'm spinning so fast. Ah! And the animation is sense. It's not complete, but sometimes you don't need to complete animation. Plus, we're going to run out of time. So that's it for today's Scratch video. And today we learned how to create animations, how to use the point and direction, how to create proper timings, and that's all we learned for this video. If you guys want to try this on your own, if you guys want to practice doing this, I have a challenge for you. My challenge for you is to create a full animation, a completely full animation, and I want a full animation. Like there's a beginning, there's an ending, there's a middle, using all that you learned from Scratch, and I want you just to create it. I'm going to create a new studio for it and name it Animations. Though, once you made your game, all you need to do at it is by clicking Browse Project, by clicking Browse Projects, and then just clicking the one you want. If I click Browse Projects, click Animation, click Done. Boom, now it's there. Of course, I can remove this because it's mine and I own the studio. And then you go comment that I added an animation or something. Yeah. So, the link to this studio will be in the description. All you need to do is just follow it and then add your animation. And then in my next video, I will be reviewing every single animation inside this studio. So, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye!